Ready? Oh. No, nobody followed you, right?
No, nobody followed you, right?
All right.
All right.
This is what happens when producer is out of town.
The best things happen when producer is out of town.
Poor producer.
Welcome to Speaking of Rogue Edition. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate. And we're off.
And we're off. So today we are shooting with an iPhone because...
You need to talk louder for
I need to turn... Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm used to the boom.
For once in his life,
I get to talk
Jared's
loud.
voice is subdued. And we can't have it.
All right. Better.
Carry on.
All right. So if they're good enough to shoot movies, why not Speaking of? That's what I say.
Exactly.
So,
yes. And speaking of the iPhone camera, we'll discuss that in a minute, actually.
All right. So let's get to our Viewer of the Week.
Viewer of the Week!
Viewer of the Week, and I remembered again!
Yay!
Our Viewer of the Week this week is none other than Luann Vincent.
Yay, Luann!
My mommy!
Her fireplace was proudly displayed for our Christmas episode.
And not only that, but she's started religiously watching after 3 years.
Yay! That's all it takes to be Viewer of the Week.
That's all it takes. Once you get religiously viewing, you'll be Viewer of the Week.
Yeah. It's all good.
So, yes.
And I was going to say thanks again to June for last week.
Oh, that's what I was going to do.
For helping out in
Thanks,
Jared's
June.
absence.
Yes, I'm back. Did you miss me?
Definitely.
Oh, lies.
Did you
Lies
miss
and
him?
blasphemy. They didn't miss me.
So speaking of the iPhone camera, we're having a discussion at work today where somebody is talking about how his girlfriend is looking to get a new phone. And he's like, well, what do you use the phone for? And she says, well, like pictures and text and internet and, all the things that you use a phone for. So he's giving her some options and she really wants an iPhone.
Right.
But he's giving her the other options, right? So she's pushing the iPhone camera and saying, I really want a good camera and the iPhone has a good reputation. And he's like, I guess, she's making stuff up. So
right.
Beverly says, well, like, what does she take pictures of? And he says, well, mostly she takes pictures of like her food and then she'll post
I love foodies.
Well, he's like, then every so often she'll post a review on Yelp and post it. And then Beverly's like, well, then what does she do with the pictures after that? Does she just delete them? And he's like, I don't know. She looks at them when she's hungry. So then I have this mental image. I'm like, going through your phone. Oh, remember when we ate that? That was so good. Oh, I'm so hungry for that right now.
Well, because I'm bad, I guess, because I'm not innocent. Like, I'll take pictures of food if it's pretty. Like, when I get a... Yeah, I'm back, all right. When I get a pretty presentation, that's when I...
Me too.
When you feel like you're guilty because you have to eat it, so...
Right.
But anyway. All right, so speaking of pictures, I just wanted to point out our lovely...
Because we're going rogue.
Because we're going rogue, so heaven
Executive
forbid we have the real...
hooked us up.
Yes, so, but yeah, I want to bring this to attention because I'm going to offer this as a prize.
We did sign it with our autographs.
We did, so... There's
how
a story.
Must one earn this prize?
Well, I'm going to tell you the story, and then I will tell you how you earn this prize. It's autograph, people.
Autograph.
Come on now. So, recently my mom's sister has gotten sick.
Oh, yes.
And there's a woman in our neighborhood, in my parents' neighborhood, that has known me since I was a wee little thing.
Poor woman.
Wee little thing. So my mom wasn't at church, and she ran into my dad at church. Mm-hmm. And she comes up to my dad and says, so, how's Durwood?
Durwood?
Now, see, this is even going to be better because Kate doesn't even know. So, I've been nicknaming people all of my life. Since I was a wee little thing, I nicknamed my aunt Durwood. So here is how you will win this lovely prize. The first person to comment, should we say on YouTube or Facebook?
Let's do YouTube.
All right, the first person to comment on YouTube with the correct television show that I stole that name from will win the Speaking of autographed rogue sign.
I have a feeling it's going to be my dad. Because I have no idea.
See, and now I really want to tell you.
I have a guess.
Yes, I'm glad you didn't guess. Because I should have prepped you and said, don't say. But yes, because when I saw this, I'm like, what a worthy prize.
We'll discuss it on the commute.
Yes, we will. The commute.
Now, speaking of stories.
Oh, see, look at that.
Right? We have a story. So, executive producers pediatrician, I believe, from when she was a child, published a book of bedtime stories. So,
executive producer's cousin, twice removed.
Right?
Pediatrician.
It's like Ferris Bueller, right?
Yes, pretty much. Anyway.
So there's this book. It's With a Kiss and a Hug, bedtime stories. So there's a particular story in here that the children insisted that we read. And after previewing it, they could not be more correct.
Okay. How
Now,
long's this story?
It's quick.
I've had Monster, though.
Oh, my.
Monster, a product of Coca-Cola.
Put it down. So, a couple things that you need to know about this.
All right.
The characters are all animals, and they're named with alliteration with their animal names. So, for instance, the main character in this story is Charles Chicken.
Charlie Chicken.
Which,
Okay.
there's a certain part in the story in which it's very apt. He's very aptly selected. Okay, this story is called... I can't wait for you to hear this
I
story.
can't wait to hear it either. The build-up alone.
I know. And then I'm going to ask you at the end what story it reminds you of.
Oh,
Okay.
I was going to say there's going to be a pop quiz. I'm in trouble.
This story is called Courage.
Courage?
Courage.
Not courage?
Courage.
Like porridge?
Courage. Stop it. All right, now listen carefully.
Yes, dear.
Charles Chicken looked down at the rippling stream below the cliff. The foaming water swirled around the rocks along the shore.
I feel like I should have puppets to do an interpretation. Anyway, go ahead.
Jump, hollered his friends behind him. Charles did not want to jump. He shuffled his feet nervously.
This reminds me. Never mind. I'll wait till the end.
The rest of us are going to jump, called Gadfrey Goat.
Good old Gadfrey.
We have courage.
Not porridge.
It will be exciting, yelled Barky Beagle. You're not going to want to drink during this story.
Okay.
Charles swallowed loudly. It will be dangerous, he replied. Not if you jump way out, shouted Scamper Squirrel. Be brave like us. We dare you, taunted Barky.
Why are they jumping off this cliff?
They're cliff, they're cliff diving.
Oh, okay.
There's
They're
water.
cliff diving.
Charles looked
That
at
was a
his
suicide
friends.
pact. I mean, with the
let's-
names alone.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Charles looked at his friends and then down at the water. He stepped away from the edge and put his shoes back on. These pages are thick. Come on, Scamper yelled bravely to the others. We will swim to the landing downstream and come back for our shoes. See you later, chicken, yelled Barky excitedly.
Now we know where the saying came from.
See?
Charles, in charge. Go ahead.
See you later, chicken, yelled Barky excitedly. Here we go, shouted Gadfrey courageously.
Oh.
Charles watched his friends as they ran and leaped out from the cliff. One by one, they disappeared into the cold stream far below. He looked down at the fast-moving water, hoping to see their heads bob up, but there were too many waves. Stop it, I can't finish.
Okay, go. Oh, my phone doesn't pick that up. I don't know.
Charles Chicken... No, shush!
Sorry.
Charles Chicken waited the rest of the day for his friends to return.
I just snorted.
When it started to get dark, he picked up their shoes and walked home. He did not feel very brave, and he did not feel very courageous, but he did feel glad that he had not jumped. The end! I told you not to drink. My favorite is that I'm told that after
My favorite is they never found the bodies.
So after executive producer reads this story to the children and they're like, that's it. She says, did you learn something from this? I mean,
Wait for the bodies.
is that not textbook peer pressure?
Oh
And
my gosh.
I do not feel very courageous, but I'm glad I didn't jump.
I'd be dead. All I got me is some dead people's shoes.
Well, and that's just, you know what? If everybody jumped off a cliff, would you do it? Because they're going to die. Or just run away from home. We don't know. Talk about a cliffhanger. So now, can you tell me what story this reminds you of?
Well, when it first started, I was going to say Charlie the Unicorn. Waking up with no
Please,
kidney.
Charlie. This is worse.
I don't know, which one were you thinking
It took
of?
me back to Mrs. Sawaya's class
No.
when I wrote a tale about a very unfortunate bungee jumping incident.
Oh, that's right. Do you still have that?
I probably do.
I should do a
somewhere.
dramatic reading of it
You
because there
should.
just aren't enough dramatic readings
There
of me
aren't.
doing dramatic readings. The caffeine's kicking in. I do
Something's
apologize.
kicking in. So yes, that was our bedtime story time.
Oh,
Can
my
you imagine a
goodness.
little kid trying to go to bed after that?
I wouldn't.
Dreaming and having nightmares about shoes
Poor
and
bear's
Hunger Games
dead.
and stuff.
I'm not sure how Katniss Everdeen got brought into this. But...
I've been reading the Hunger Games again and it just kind of brought it all to the
Hunger
forefront.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I think we better wrap up because
We better.
our executive producer is filming us today and graciously, dutifully holding that camera so well, and I
Yes.
don't want her to collapse. So,
Thank you for joining us on our
Yes.
clandestine.
it was fun.
Clandestine. Clandestine.
Tomato?
Our basically illegal rogue operation
But
of
wasn't it
recording
fun?
without producer. Shh,
We
don't tell him.
Yes, he likes to feel useful. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.